So we're looking at the best defenders in FC24. Last week we did centre backs and now we've added into the Serie A, but we also have got fullbacks with you today. So if you've watched the centre back one, hopefully we'll get everybody around about right. I've taken in a few considerations. I believe Konate was one that people were really heavily debating that he was an S+, and another one that I think that I probably did get slightly wrong was Vidic. I don't know why I put him in S. I normally go with the kind of combination like this. 94 definitely is incredible. The 91 with the Galazzo evolution is fantastic, and I think that one would be judged into an S+. The 91 itself I think is brilliant, but I do think it's only the playstyle pluses that really make him that little bit of a higher class. I think the stats wise, a little bit less, especially now when we look at the triple playstyle pluses. It's going to take another upgrade to Vidic to put him back even far with obviously like a 96, 97 if they go that far. With Konate, I probably do agree with a lot of you, to be fair. It's very hard after a lot of players to kind of get everybody right, and definitely opinions always sway the vote. You've got to have people that have played with Konate for 50, 100, maybe even just 10 games. But if I've only played 2, 3, 4 games with a certain centre-back, like for instance, if we went with Militao for me, fantastic centre-back. But have I played more than 15 games with him? Of course I haven't. I've played with pretty much most. I could kind of judge a lot of cards just off the eye. I reckon you could probably get to this point next year, and I've not played the game at all. I could probably guess after a game or two of the actual game what their rating should be and where they should be. Some players definitely are better than anticipated, and that comes more in the low category, like for instance a Hanko. I think he is absolutely fantastic. But are you looking for coins to improve your team? Then you need to head over to lootbar.gg, the most reliable and the best coin service you can find. Also, they have incredible 24-hour manual customer service that you physically cannot find anywhere else. But before finishing on lootbar.gg, make sure you are using JT11 to get 8% off coupon. Once you've gone through the payment, you'll be able to get your coins within the next 24 hours, absolutely guaranteed. Also, with the code, you'll be able to get 5% more coins on every transaction. Make sure you do click the link either in the description or down in the comment section below. Do I expect him to be? No, of course. Virgil van Dijk, you can expect. Alberto, Company. You look at somebody like a Walker at a 94, you were expecting them to be incredible. So we'll kind of run through a few of these centre-backs, just kind of going with where we normally did, because to be honest, most of the low ones haven't really changed here. Obviously, we were waiting. I'm surprised that we've not got a moment, a flashback or something for Tomores. That's going to be another great defensive card that you can go for. And Kyle Walker, I am shocked that I know he's not really done anything crazy like inform wise, but just a promo card or something for him, make him a higher rated. So I guarantee he's going to be one in the Euro squad. Could even be, because Kane's already got one. I suppose Sancho's already got one. I don't know if it's even been taken, but I'm thinking I can imagine they'll do like a Euros Road to Glory or a Euros Road to the Final. So I'd imagine Walker could be in for a great shout for that. That would really put him back on the map for people. If we then keep looking, Puyo obviously is there. Cannavaro, I went into an A with him. I mean, yeah, I'd probably still stick there. Maldini went into the A as well. I do think he's just kind of now downgrading a little bit. Same with Bright, to be fair. Bright is pretty much just your bog standard. Virgil van Dijk is a nice and easy one. We do have his team of the season somewhere, but they are just standard when it comes to it. Now, if we go and have a look at some of the fullbacks as well, because we have got some very, very good ones. Estepinha and kind of the low ones, Robertson, Lala, obviously Carl Walker-Peters. They are, like Hanko to some extent, they are very good for their price. Now, they don't kind of beat out Teo, they don't beat Sakina or Frimpong in my opinion, but they are definitely very good for the price of what you're paying. I'd probably go something like this for them. Lala, unfortunately, Nostalgic was fantastic, but he really didn't he didn't get to the levels that I kind of wanted him to. And to be honest, Klaus has kind of taken his spot, really, more than anything. Same with Di Lorenzo. Very good card, but I had him kind of being somewhere up here. I really thought this card would have been that next jump up, especially with the cards that we've had over the course of Trailblazer. And then we had another one. I don't know if it's like a road to the final or something, but we had another upgrade for him. And I thought, okay, his team of the season, if he does get one, could be really good, judging off everybody else's. That was kind of the big thing. We have Saint Just, another good card, to be honest. I think he's kind of, again, like Hanko, a little bit less. It's mainly the pace merchant than anything, but he's kind of up there in that aspect. Gabriel, did I put him in A? I'm pretty sure I'd have probably gone A for him. It's a shame because I do think every year Arsenal's cards, they get quite a few of the past 2 years, but they just never go up enough. Like, obviously, Saliba was absolutely unreal. I thought he was absolutely top dog in this. He's very, very good. And to be honest, I probably got Arejo wrong as well. I do think he is. If Saliba's up there, Arejo's definitely got to be up there. That's just no question. We do think Renard's up there. Diaz is definitely up there as well. And then if we've got, I don't think we've even got team of the season, Virgil somewhere here. Rudiger. Now, there was a few questions about him. I saw like 1 or 2 people saying that he should have been S+. Now, I do like him. I think he's a very good centre-back, but I do think if I was going for a centre-back, I would probably go for Saliba or Arejo with him. And that's just personal preference from him. He's good. He's very good, but I don't personally think he deserves the up. Konate, definitely. Arejo, I think pace-wise and just how he's been so meta before. Rudiger hasn't really had that same factor. I liked his fire card, I think it was. I think the fire was centre-back and the ice was CDM. I thought it was a good card for the moment, but it just really didn't take off for me. But again, opinion is always valid. Ramos, easily there. Marquinhos is going to be easily there as well. Top centre-back in the game, without question. We then got the likes of Militao. I think he's still up there. I'd even say, why have I got both blocks? To be honest, I don't know why I've got both, but we've got both in case you're one of them. They're both pretty much the same anyway. I think Sanchez now, probably in that lower category more than anything, really. We do have Akanji and Bastoni. Now, I think for the centre-backs that you've got, Bastoni and Akanji were incredible. Mukiele, easy one there. And we did have the new addition of, if I can find them anywhere here. I don't know if I added them after, that's going to be the question, but if they did, I'll find them again. Well, there he is. I found Bastoni and then also Virgil. Virgil is the easiest there. He's got to be top of the top without question. And then also, we did get, I've lost him again. Where's he gone? Oh no, I put him over here. Bastoni's 96. It's a huge upgrade because obviously with Akanji, with Bastoni, it was also Felix and Mukiele as well. We did get the Showdown Evolution 1 and 2, I believe, so you could have put one of them or both of them up to a 91, which was still a very good value for them, and especially for the time. The 90 rated was brilliant for an upgrade. Great defending, great physical, great pace, whereas I think this 96 has just blew that out of the water. 90 on the pace, 98 defending as well, is just outstanding for him. He puts himself in the literal top category in my opinion. I think Virgil is one of his own. Vidic is up there. Bastoni's up there. And I'd go Ramos as well. Marquisio. And then I'd probably go Saliba. Like, these three are kind of here. Renard as well. She has a 95, in fact. Another phenomenal card. I'd say as you get to the back end, it gets a little bit more dependent on what you fancy, but I do think when it comes to it, they are up there. Same as Bisek. Love him as a centre-back. Again, even with Bisek, he kind of shows you that the playstyle pluses are not everything. Like, yes, he's got some good playstyle pluses still, but there's no anticipate, there's no slide tackle, I don't believe, with him as well. I'm pretty sure he's got block, is it block jockey? I can't remember I don't know if it was even relentless, you know. Relentless, a relentless jockey block. So, in terms of playstyle pluses, block's fantastic, that's always a good one. Jockey's decent enough, but I like that on my fullbacks personally. And then Relentless, which is good for pace, well, I suppose for stamina, but where's the anticipate, where there's a slide tackle, the aerial, the power header? He hasn't got what every other centre-back has, and yet he's still that good. In fact, I've even found a second Virgil here, so I must have had him, I must have just not seen him. So we've got two. Two is always good for the price of one. The rest of them, Maldini, I think I put him in an A+, which I think No, I put him in the S. To be fair for him, that's probably a little bit harsh. I think the 94 is good. But the other one, the 92, is definitely down in the bottom. 94 is still fantastic. I think that is incredibly harsh for him. Especially seen as though I did put Carlos Alberto in the S+. Now, I don't know if I put him in the S+, as a right back or as a centre back. I know I was doing centre back, so I'd assume. And I think, yes, he's very, very good. But Maldini's still up there for the 94. Rio obviously goes up there as well. I think A+ for Yashi. Now, to be honest, I could probably even go as far as A for him. I don't think he comes in with much value because he's been out so long. Like the Shapeshifter Winter Wildcard was a long time ago now. He's only got the one Playstyle Plus. I just think you could go with so many other of these centre-backs and be absolutely fine. We obviously have Varane as well. I still think he is absolute top dog, but he needs another upgrade to take him into that S, especially when we've got all of the kind of team of the season that will be put there. When we look at someone like Romero, he would probably go into the A+ more than anything. Cola, it's a hard one actually, because I do think Cola's pretty good, but I think if I'm going for that, yeah, we'll keep with him there. Cordoba's there. Campbell, I'd go one down, as well as Desai. Nesta, surprisingly, is really good for value and also for the actual card, but I don't know if I could quite go any higher than A+ at a minimum. I'd probably go A. I'm being realistic, trying to figure out where I'm going to go. Mappy Leon, nowhere. Dyer, again, I'd say he would be under Akanji and Bastoni, so I would go underneath there. Lucio is obviously top dog still. Company's top dog still. Ricardo Calvoya, he's going to be in this sort of category, needs that next upgrade. And then we have been announced that we will get Euro, Hero and Icons. I think that was pretty self-explanatory really, but it means, well, I'm assuming they will go for European Icons. So Portugal will be one, obviously Belgium could be the other. Lucio unfortunately won't be, and same as Cordoba. Cola, I could imagine, is going to be in for a shout. There'll be a lot of German Hero and Icon upgrades as well, purely on the fact that they are hosting it. Then we also have Orban. No, I don't really think at this point. He's a good, like, the rating wise was fantastic, but in terms of actually turning up, not a thank you. Delit, no. Sule, no. Simikan was alright, but I think I'm kind of going with him. And whenever I do like an SBC tier list, that is based off the value of the card. So for instance, if Simikan came in at 10,000 and then we got a Militao that came in at 5 million, I would say he is better or more worth it than Militao. In terms of a card that's better, Militao is obviously going to be better. But Simikan would be the better value SBC because no one's doing a 5 million Militao. But you get my point. So in terms of actual value he brings as a card is decent, but the actual kind of comparison between the top of the top and him is going to be a wolf in class. Upamecano was another one that people went with. I thought he was very good. He was the first centre-back we used in the Bundesliga. Decent, but I wouldn't quite go S+. I don't think he's up there in my opinion, really. Benusi was decent, but not enough in my opinion. Same as Otamendi. It was decent, but it is not quite there. Kayonde would be S. I think he's less than Konate, so I would go with them being apart. Tapsoba was decent for the price. Alderweireld was decent for the price. Wendell was fantastic, actually. Wendell has the potential to bridge the gap if it wasn't for the fact of what left back and right backs we truly have, because he was unbelievable. We've got Edwards, Dante, and then we've got Vivian. Obviously, there's got to be a few low ones in here. That's pretty standard when it comes to it. Marquez now. Now, I do think he is better than Cola, but is he still S? I'll leave him there. I know I left him there in the other tier list and nobody mentioned him. I do think he's very good, but could he be dropping? Let us know down below. I wish I could do like a live vote of this as well. If I put this out in like the comments or something, and then we can kind of look at it the next time round to see where people are going. I don't know if you can do that. I'll have a look, and if that's something you'd like to see, leave it as a comment down below. It'd be really cool to see where everybody else would put them as well. We could maybe review a couple, then go and do the tier list, add the new cards, move everybody around. I don't know. Let me know if that's kind of a new way of doing it. We then have Vertonghen, kind of in that centre-back role. He's kind of like Todibo. He's a decent card, but he's just not quite up there. Pepe could have been better. I really thought Pepe could have been better. Medina, very much the same. Are we actually going down one more? Wow. We got Hincapi. I think he's a max of A+. I think when we look at it, he's just not quite up there. We do have... This card is now 95, in fact. So I knew there was one card that I missed. So she's now 95 with a lovely 91 pace. We've got 96 defender, 93. Long ball pass, slide tackle, jockey. Isn't lengthy, which is a big factor for me. I'd probably go in the A+. I think rating will carry her along, but she's definitely not in that S, unfortunately. It's just a very good rating. We have the other Man City centre-back as well. She's easily an A+. We'll go A. Schlotterbeck. Did I go... I want to say I probably got an A+ with him, to be honest. Yeah, I was going to say, he's a weird build. Like, he works, but then he doesn't at times as well. We have to zoom out one more. We got a lot of cards to go still. We got 2 rows still, and we barely even touched the fullbacks. Lucas Hernandez, fantastic. And I think, are we done with the centre-backs now? There might be a couple more somewhere, but I think... Okay, we got bog standard. Bremer was decent. I did like Bremer. He's an easy A+. Kuladadi, A+ as well. Smalling, terrible. Genuinely terrible. I thought he could have been so much more, but again, he's not had the season. Let's be real here. So if I move in, because I can't even see the cards. So then we've got Greenwood, wasn't impressed at all. So now we move on to some of the fullbacks then. So we'll just get the easy ones in. Obviously, I think I can just put them in here. Furlan Mendy, always going to be there. We've obviously got Teo. We've got Sakina's Team of the Years. We've then got their Team of the Seasons as well. Both 97. The highest I think I've seen fullbacks is in absolutely nuts. Same as Frimpong. We also then have Grimaldo. Easily up there. Alba, Battle, Davies. Yeah, Davies will go up there. If Grimaldo's up there, Davies has got to be up there. We've got the we've got... Ooh, would I go Battle up there actually? Thinking Team of the Year is still Clash. Yeah, we'll go up into the S+ for it. We've got Baka, obviously, up there as well. And then I think... Is that everybody in that S+? Carfu could still be up there easily. Roberto Carlos was decent, but I think he might have dropped now. Oh, and Cancelo. Cancelo's got to be up there. So I think that would be my list for the left back, right backs. I think when we look at the kind of left back side of stuff, you've obviously got Grimaldo. You've got... Just move everybody across. I would say Cancelo is a right back personally. So you're looking at Sakina, Teo, Davies, Grimaldo. And then obviously you could go Roberto Carlos. I think with a triple player star plus, he would be better. Like, he'd be way up there. I think with a double, he's just under now. When it comes to the right backs, you've got Frimpong is easily in the lead. There's no question there. Carfu's up there. Alberto's obviously up there. Cancelo is. And Battles both versions. The Team of the Year could be potentially dropped, to be fair. Just for the double play star plus, I think they could. But I still think the Team of the Years are absolutely wonderful to have. Wan-Bissaka, easy one into the S. We then look at a few of the others. We've got obviously Roberto Carlos, still class. Cole still does the job. Zambrotta, I would go up there as well. And arguing, to be fair, there was somebody that said in the... I think I did the top 5 in each position. I must admit, there was... Who was the one that I forgot? It was... Oh, and I forgot him again. I'll have to put him in because it is the Aspilicueta. Because he's red, I don't really see him that much. The Aspilicueta red version, that is a very, very good card. If you've managed to get him, he is unbelievable. And all you had to do was play matches as well. There was no actual kind of extra that you needed to do. Which is here, the 93. This with the, the corner? Was it the Champions Corner upgrade as well? Is unbelievable. I totally forgot about him purely because you can't pack him, so he's literally in the club as a red, but I've just not really looked at him. He's a phenomenal right back. Then we've kind of got the lower in class. Alba, brilliant upgrade, absolutely love him. Same as Olga, incredible. Lam, I would personally now be looking at more the A. And I think there's some people that still like him. I think Zanetti would be there as well. They're good for the rating, but in terms of actually putting them in the team, I don't see them there. Lizarazu and Bompasta would be up there. Lucy would go into the A. I think she's even closer going to a B+, to be honest. But when we look at someone like Miguel, it's kind of down. Dest would be in the A. I'd then be looking Rolfo, She's still S because of the position based. I may even go like A plus for the left back version, but she's so close to Colin in kind of actual stats and just how she plays. I think the fact that she's versatility, the versatility of her is incredible. That's what keeps her up there. Vasquez is obviously up there. DeMarco is definitely up there, and so is Klaus as well. Easy option. We then have James. I'd say he's come down a little bit. Tavernier would definitely be in the S. Carvajal. Oh yeah, of course. Carvajal, disappointing to some extent. I thought he should be better. Udol, Teze is a free card. We kind of just knew it. Same with Traore. Oh, Tar. I forgot about Tar. He's an easy S card. Ben White, I feel like I'm pretty harsh on him, but to be fair, I think I don't really play him as a centre-back. Let me know down below if you play him as a centre-back. I just think as a right-back, it just doesn't offer much more, to be honest. And then I'd go for rating-wise Charles, and then the NWSL lady is going to be in that category. So that is going to be the upgrade for everybody. Let me know down below, up or down on some people. I'll kind of move out a little bit. That is going to be the list. Make sure you do like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.